Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. So, as a Phoenix Suns fans, I'm delighted to hear the news of let the Bradley Beal sweepstakes begin. Now, when I first heard this news, I was like, cool, this is trade Bradley Beal. Okay, I don't care for a player back. Let's just get draft capital back. But it seems like all this is a possible move to facilitate to get Jimmy Butler, who has been reported that the conversations, at least Shan's reported that the conversation is making some kind of progress to move Jimmy the hell up out of Miami. All right, now I was happy about hearing the Bradley Beal news, and now I'm not, because it's like we're trying to get Jimmy Butler. Like, we're trying to get. Listen, I love Jimmy Butler, great player, but at this point in his career, I don't think it's necessary. I think that everybody on the Phoenix Suns needs to be open for a trade. Okay, I'm all about maximizing assets and draft picks back, as opposed to getting players back. Okay, like bringing Butler to be along with Booker and KD to do what exactly in the West? Okay, to be a playing team, to be a first round exit, like enough. All right, Matt Ishbia, owner, he's been aggressive, and his aggressiveness hasn't paid off at all. Okay, so now we need to be in full rebuild mode and receive a lot of draft capital back. Okay, now look, I'm not going to go full contract nerd, but basically there's a lot of mathematics involved in money movement to move Bradley Beal to the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, basically the Bucks got to shed some money. They need to get a third team involved. So basically a 3-team trade between Milwaukee, Phoenix, and the Heat need to take place and move some players like Middleton and Pat Connaughton out the way. Okay, now if I got that correctly, okay, it's like Beal makes roughly 50.2 million, 3-man trade package of Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, and Pat Connaughton would nearly get them there. But Phoenix can't take on X salary either as a second apron team. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of apron talk and stuff. I'm not going to go, I'm not super contract heavy on this stuff, but basically it's just going to involve a lot of moving parts to bring back, potentially to move Beal, but then bring on Jimmy Butler, who's looking for a contract extension. The way I view this, this is simply just robbing Peter to pay Paul, and I feel like everybody's going to be somewhat of a bag holder in all of this, and it's not going to really net anybody anything positive. It may net the Bucks positively, possibly, but if you're going to have to move Connaughton, Middleton, Portis, that's going to deplete their roster a little bit, right? Portis is a good role player, grit. Connaughton, 3-point sniper. Okay, I don't know what all these teams are doing. I don't know why teams, especially these Phoenix Suns, need to just offload and get what we can get back, especially some draft capital. The Milwaukee Bucks, they don't really need to be letting anybody go. Honestly, I don't even think there's any too much wrong with their roster. Middleton has been injury prone, and that they could want to probably move him. I could understand wanting to trade him and him alone. But to get Beal, who has also been injury prone, not good. You have this trade circus of these veteran players that are hobbled, man, and making a lot of money. So, I'm not really, not really happy about this trade talk for Bradley Beal. If it means getting another older player with a balloon contract, or a player like Jimmy Butler, who is gonna want a lot back. He's gonna want to stay in Phoenix. He's gonna want to get a contract extension, and then we're gonna have Jimmy Butler until he's 40 years old on 2 bad knees. Okay, so we swap Bradley Beal. If this trade theory happens, who has a bad back, calf issues, all this type of stuff, man. It's just it's crazy. I'm very curious in future CBAs how they're gonna manage these contracts with veteran players. Okay, these 4-year contracts, these supermax contracts, and when they're aging and getting hurt, I think teams are gonna want to find ways to avoid it with just, you need to play X amount of games. I feel like teams might need to start looking into like a Zion type of contract where there's a bunch of qualifiers in there to get your money and stuff like that. And if you don't meet certain threshold, you can be a tradable asset and it not be a big cap hit to the team taking you on in the team that currently has you, right? But all this is pie in the sky. So look, the Bradley Beal talks, he's open for business. Okay, apparently there's gonna be a Bradley Beal sweepstakes. There is gonna be a team. There are gonna be teams that feel that they're a Bradley Beal way of accomplishing their goals, and I say good luck. Okay, Bradley Beal, when healthy, is really good. I don't think he really fit well in Phoenix. I mean, there was some issues between him and Booker. Bradley Beal didn't really want to play the point guard duties. He really needs to be in the Booker slot, but I'm not putting Bradley Beal in the Booker slot. Okay, so very interesting news for Bradley Beal. This is the first domino of him open now to just waiving his no trade clause. Okay, I mean, look, before, he was getting benched a couple weeks ago, and apparently the management team was like, he is not waiving his no trade clause or something like that. And then fast forward, here we are. All right, NBA players are fickle. It's definitely a player-driven league. However, the power is reducing for these players. Okay, like at the end of the day, especially for the Jimmy Butler situation, it's kind of like, bro, like if you're gonna walk away with $52 million and hope that you're gonna get that in an extension somewhere else, good luck with that. Okay, so Butler's talking about something he's gonna want to, use his muscle and get an extension. I mean, opt in for to facilitate a trade. You can't have your cake and eat it too. All right, you can opt in. I dare you to walk away with $52 million. If not, we'll go ahead and send you anywhere. Okay. Butler's not going to have his pick of the litter unless a team of a championship caliber like the Bucks want to step in and make a deal they can't refuse. But again, at this point, for these veteran teams with star players, star veterans with big contracts, and they have some draft capital, 5-6 years from now, it's going to look bad. A lot of these trades that's going to happen now, my gut feeling just tells me this is not going to bode well for either of these franchises. The only one who's going to win out is who can get the less money, the least money off their books, okay, and who can retain some of the most future draft picks, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.